Good morning, friends. Mark Holmes here, of course, with my buddy Cowboy Joe Boo and Joe Bear in the house. And as always, I want to thank you all for watching, commenting, subscribing, and being part of the Joe Boo Sports Report. Without you guys, this literally, and I mean literally, does not work. So let's get open for business here and let's wake up the football gods. Ooh, it is another weekend without football, man. But the good news is every weekend that we don't have football brings us one weekend closer to an NFL season. We're in March already. Like, it's hard to believe that already we've been through the worst month without football. The Super Bowl and everything being over with. February, really not much going on, although this year's just been a lot of talk. Come Tuesday is the last day to franchise tag players. You can franchise tag them and prevent them from being a free agent and give yourself until July 15th to get a deal done. And I'm going to make no bones about it. I am a Dak Prescott fan. I have been a fan of Dak Prescott's since the first time I saw him playing in the Senior Bowl when Carson Wentz was his teammate. I'm not a big college guy. I'll be straight up with you. You know, I leave that to my man like Vosh Lombardi's and things, guys that have time to check out and specialize, because you can't do everything. You can't do everything. So I like to focus in on the Dallas Cowboys and the pro football. That's just my specialty. You know, that's where I leave that stuff to other guys. But because the Cowboys were coaching in the Senior Bowl that year, and because the talk was about Carson Wentz and maybe that the Cowboys might have a chance to get him, and, I wanted to see for myself. And then I saw Dak. And to me, Dak played better than Carson Wentz. And I was like, who is this guy? Who is this guy? Because I hadn't heard anything about him. I started looking it up, and, you'd see way down there on the bottom, you would see Dak Prescott. You see pages of stuff on Carson Wentz. You see like a paragraph or two about Dak. But then I started watching some of the college film highlights. I was like, this guy could ball. And it was from that point on that I was like, this is the perfect guy for the Dallas Cowboys. Don't believe me? I can pull up the video. 5 years ago, right about now, I was all in on Dak. So make no mistake about it. I want the Cowboys to sign Dak Prescott. I want the Dallas Cowboys to put people around him. I don't care what they can say all they want. Well, Dak Prescott needs guys. Yeah, well, so does Aaron Rodgers. So does Tom Brady. Everybody needs guys around him. There is no quarterback out there that's out there on the field by himself playing. I want the Dallas Cowboys to get their shit together and build a team. We've been stuck in the mud forever. Now, with that being said, here's the bottom line. Jerry Jones. Jerry, I'm sure you don't listen to me, but maybe some people around you do. It is time to shit or get off the toilet. Bottom line. There's other people waiting. The idea people have, tag Dak and trade him. Okay. Let's be honest here. That won't work. You would have to have Dak Prescott say, okay, I'd be happy to go to the Houston Texans. Sure, they're a dumpster fire. No problem. I'll do you a solid. I wouldn't do that if I was Dak Prescott. I would be like, screw you. So that's not an option. People say tag him and let him walk next year. Well, here's the reality of this. That's stupid. If you're saying we got 1 year of this guy and then we're going to move on to somebody else, why wait? Why spend $38 million, probably which will be the highest cap hit in the NFL next year? Why spend $37.7 million to rent a guy for 1 year, knowing that the following year you're going to have to do something different? Knowing that this year is the year where there seems to be a lot of guys that they're high on in the draft. They're talking about 5 guys possibly going in the top 10. Why put off tomorrow what you can do today? If you do not, Jerry Jones, believe in Dak Prescott, that's fine. You are the owner of the Dallas Cowboys. You can do and have done anything and everything you have wanted within the law. If you're not sure by now, 5 years in, then the best thing to do is get it over with. Use the non-exclusive tag. That's as good as tag and trade, because the reality is you can at least get 2 number ones for Dak Prescott right now. You know, again, people will say, well, you're just a Dak lover. No, I'm looking – honestly, if you're the Dallas Cowboys and you're saying, I'm going to move on from Dak Prescott next year, why wait? Save that – you know, people keep saying, save that $38 million because you can fix the defense with it. Take that 38, start fixing your defense with it. Take those number 2, you know, those 2 number ones with the number 1 that you're in there. Maybe you trade up there and try and get one of those other quarterbacks that you don't have to pay and start the process of rebuilding. Renting a quarterback for a year is ridiculous. It's the same stupid crap like having a coach play on the last year of his contract. You have no power. You have no money. And if you're saying the signal to Dak Prescott that we don't believe in you, we're only going to keep you for a year, how do you think that works in your locker room? Because guys in the locker room will be like, well, shit. They don't give a rat's ass about Dak Prescott. Why should I care about the team? It'll screw up your locker room. So either get a long-term deal done and say, we believe in you, and we're going to go from here. Because the other part of this is, ultimately, if you do play him on a tag, you're going to hamstring the team. You're going to prevent the team from actually trying to get help. Now, we can talk about your lack of vision when it comes to free agents, because we've paid a lot of guys that have done nothing for us. That's a whole nother discussion. But if you are saying, you know what, we got a lot of holes in our defense and maybe we can upgrade with a player or 2 that are real players, getting Dak Prescott signed will reduce his cap number for this year, preventing you from having to restructure as many deals and having money to go into free agency. Now, again, I've been the one that's been saying that you're going to see a lot more than $180 million in the salary cap because they're working on this television contract, and they are going to try and have that thing done this week, in which case some of that money is going to go in here, and which is one of the reasons why you haven't seen complete, you know, cuts here, there, and everywhere. Everybody's kind of holding back for a minute. Everybody's holding back because they want to get that final number to know how deep the cuts need to be. But as a Cowboy fan, and I'll be a Cowboy fan, you know, I'm too old to change. You let Dak Prescott go, I'll be pissed off. I'll be mad as hell. I will cuss you out every single day, Jerry. Every time that I see Dak Prescott do something incredible, I will play a clip and just basically say, you know, I will say some negative shit. I will literally tell you, I will literally do things like,
are you stupid or something? I'm as stupid as a stupid does.
Are you crazy or just plain stupid?
I literally, I will kill you every day that Dak Prescott is gone. But I'll still be a Dallas Cowboy fan because I'm too old to change. Been Dallas Cowboy fans sitting on the couch, listening to my dad cheer on the Cowboys, not understanding what football even was. And you don't leave somebody because they do stupid shit. Doesn't mean I have to like what you do, but you got to do something. This whole wishy-washy bit is not good for Dak. It's not good for the Cowboys, and it certainly isn't good for the fans. Just make a decision. That's all I want to know. I mean, just do that, because at some point you just get tired of it. Just get tired of it. I'm Mark Holmes, and I appreciate everybody that came in to our live stream last night. Benny Holmes, Benny, don't you lose my number. The Rack, Benny won this last night in our drawings. Thank everybody for the support as we go through and upgrade the studio. We're going to have this place done by the draft, which is only 55 days. Wow. 55 days from now, I got to have this shit done. But I appreciate all of the super chats and the donations to the GoFundMe, to the Joey Sports Report. If you do a donation on the GoFundMe, any donations over $10, we will send you guys a shot glass that we're having designed right now by my man, Brian Della Rosa. It'll be probably about 3 weeks before we'll get them in. But I can't wait to share those with you guys. We're going to get a whole new look and everything else as we redesign the set. I'm Mark Holmes, and we may do a live stream sometime this weekend where we'll actually take phone calls. We're going to try something new. I will see you guys later.